What's up? My name is Logan. I'm going to start making video updates so I can use them myself to see my progress after transition. So I have some great news. Today was my first medical appointment at Equitas here in Columbus, and it's the 18th of August. I went, didn't know what to expect, literally had no idea what I was walking into, walked out with a T date. So that's what's up. I want to do the gender tag to get an idea of where I am now, where I'm gonna be. Also, it's like a get to know you. So first one is, how do you self-identify your gender and what does that definition mean to you? So I identify as trans, specifically non-binary transmasculine, and that means for me that in my head I see myself as neither male or female, so somewhere in the middle. Transmasculine means that I prefer to be read as masculine. If I have to pick between female or male, I choose male. That's where I feel best, is being read as a masculine person. My pronouns are they, them, their, or he, him, his. I definitely prefer neutral pronouns because I think that's an important thing to use in everyday spaces, but he, him, his are going to be fine, especially after I'm further along on T. Describe the style of clothing that you most often wear. LOL. I work at a job where there's a uniform, there's khakis, and it's great. I like khakis. I also wear just gym shorts, athletic stuff, even though I don't go to the gym. It's super great. So comfy things. Ideally, no clothes at all. Talk about your choices with body hair. How do you style your hair? Do you have facial hair? What do you use to shave or choose not to shave? So, I have body hair. I've had body hair for a while that I've kept. I haven't shaved in several years. I have some cool pit hair that I keep. I know that doesn't look like it, but I do keep it trimmed up. I have my girlfriend shaves up the sides. This is my typical haircut. I don't have facial hair. I have some weird natural scruffy stuff that I'm really into, but after T that'll be a lot better. The fifth question is about cosmetics. Do you choose to wear makeup? Do you paint your nails? What types of soaps and perfumes? So I don't wear makeup. Occasionally I'll use makeup to define this a little bit more, so just bring it out if I'm feeling really dysphoric. Also will do that to my eyebrows. Don't paint my nails. That's definitely not a thing. Scents, I only use men's scents, so don't buy me pretty girl things because that's not for me. Have you experienced being misgendered? If so, how often? I'm literally always misgendered, every day. As a non-binary trans person, I feel like there's literally no space to be seen as who you are in most scenarios. So that sucks a lot. It's really hard for me, especially if my personal life is going really well and I'm being feeling visible as a non-binary person, and then that changes. It's hard. So, do you experience dysphoria? How does that affect you? So I personally have chest dysphoria, so I bind my chest. I wear a binder. I have several of those. That sucks. I don't actually like binding. It's super uncomfortable. I mean, you're binding yourself, so it's not meant to be comfy, I guess. But I have a lot of dysphoria about my top if I'm wearing a shirt but I'm not binding. But weirdly, if I'm not wearing a shirt at all, I'm fine. And that's my preferred way. I don't have bottom dysphoria typically. It's not something that I like struggle with. It's just like, it's more like a preference sometimes. It's not like triggering. You're supposed to talk about children, so like, because like every trans person is different. I don't want to deliver children, don't want to carry a child, like, no thanks. Definitely want to be a primary caretaker for any children. Planning on having kids for sure. I love kids. The 9th question is talk about money. Is it important for you to provide for a family financially if you choose to have one? Is it important to you that you earn more than any partner you may have? Do you prefer to pay for things like dates? Are you uncomfortable when others pay for you or offer to pay for you? I have a super weird relationship with money. So I think it's important to provide, like, financially, like, in some capacity. I think everyone should do that. But it's not like I don't need to make more money. Like, I don't care about needing to do that or like make more money. I mean, I guess I would like to make more money than my partner, but like it's not like a weird like territorial thing. Like, if she makes more money, that's great. Like, more money the better. I definitely prefer to pay for things always, and if you offer, it sucks. Like, I don't want that. I like to pay for people for sure. So like constantly, people who I'm like with or like just strangers, like I like doing that. Like, please don't try to pay for me. Anything else you want to share about your experience with gender for number 10? So just my general like coming to this place I am now. When I was 18, I cut off my hair like the day after I turned 18. It was really long. I was a competition dancer for 11 years, so it was like pretty femme for a bit, but I just cut it off. And I think that was like the main like catalyst for me being like, okay, this is me. It's okay to do these things. That's been almost 3 years ago. So since then, I have never like identified with like who I saw in the mirror, and that's like a huge thing for me, is that like who I see doesn't align with how I feel in my head. So I usually like avoided mirrors, and then I kind of became like obsessed with mirrors in like a really self-deprecating way. So like now I think I'm at like a healthier balance. I mean, I'm a little more conceited now because I like looking in the mirror, but it still like doesn't align as much as I like see myself. So part of my journey that I feel, I should give a disclaimer that like all trans people are vastly different, and the ways that they decide or don't decide to transition medically or socially or otherwise like vary. So you need to talk to the trans people in your life to see what they personally want. So for me, I decided I need hormones. So I want to start taking T because it's really hard for me to navigate spaces and feel like my gender is on blast regardless of where I am. Like, I like talking about LGBT things, but I'm also very passionate about other social justice issues. And I don't like having to be read as like the expert all the time. Like, I don't need to be talking about gender and sexuality 24/7. But I feel like I do because it's like asked of me. So I just want to, one, blend in for my safety because I'm really concerned about my safety in public spaces of hate crimes and bathrooms and all of the places that like I know I can get killed in. Sorry. I also need tea to help my like voice dysphoria. So like I really hate my voice. I want it to be deeper. It's like, I know it's not a high voice, but like it bothers me to hear it. My hands, like weirdly, I have like a need. I want those to be different. They like, I want them to be like stronger and like more masculine. So I'm excited. I started seeing a new counselor, well, like a counselor a few weeks ago because I thought I needed a letter to start T like here in Columbus, because like everyone told me that I did, and I found out I didn't today. So been seeing this counselor. She's cool, she's great. She's gonna give me a letter, but I don't need it to start. So I'm actually gonna start T and then get my letter for like insurance, which is not the way I thought it was gonna go. So 3 weeks from today, I will be starting T, so long as all of my labs that happened earlier today come back regular and healthy. So that's good. For me, some of the changes that I'm really looking forward to, as I said, my voice, muscles. I'm excited about hair. Like, also, like, trigger warning, junk, bottom stuff. I'm excited and nervous about like my junk changing and like growing and adapting, and it's like new and it's going to be interesting to explore when I've already have a lot of like knowledge of my sexuality and like experience in like sexual health. So it's going to be a different journey with that. Additionally, I am excited to not have my period anymore, because like that sucks for me. Like I'll be like feeling really like gender euphoric and like feel really good in my body, and then like my period will hit. I'll just be like, I hate everything. This is the worst. It's like a terrible monthly reminder of like something that you can't completely like shed. That's a terrible word to use for that, but you know what I mean. So those are some things I'm looking forward to. Some things I'm a little bit anxious about is my hairline. Like I already have a bad hairline. It's gonna be, I can be bald. I could have male pattern baldness in my life. So like gonna be interesting with that. I like emotionally I'm a little nervous because although now I'm like a lot more level, I have a very intense history of like strong aggression and like anger issues. So like although that's under control for like the past like 5-ish months, I don't know what to expect and how T will affect me personally. So anyway, this is like my pre-T video. My videos after this are going to be 5-minute updates of body changes and like emotional changes and things of that nature, but I just thought I should do the gender tag, like get to know you type of thing. But if you are in Columbus or like a surrounding area and you're looking for like primary care that's LGBT friendly, or just like HIV resources, trans stuff, I'm going to a like trans specific doctor that like I personally don't have any experience with doctors. Like just be really clear with that. Like I just didn't do it. Just refused to do it for a lot of reasons. And so I had a lot of questions about my health and like what ifs, like, oh, I could have cancer and I'm dying, but that's just because I'm dramatic. But actually, so that was a great experience. You should go to Equidas. Like it was the best experience. Like they don't misgender you. They ask your preferred name. Like the way that they ask you how you want to like refer to your junk. So like they use the same words that you use. They like mirror how you speak and what you want to say. They don't pry. They don't push. You can also say that you experienced dysphoria like a month ago, and they're going to give you like the proper care that you need. Like they don't need you to prove your transness, which is a huge barrier for me in my life, especially being non-binary trans. Like I don't have the know-how to like prove that I don't have the rhetoric and like the story of like, oh, my whole life. Like I don't. is something that I'm doing and I'm actively choosing to do, and it makes me more comfortable, and I want to be in control of my healthcare and my body. So just a little 15-minute update. I will be making another video on my T date on the 8th, so I can get a good like baseline where my voice is. That will also include details about what happens at your appointment and during the physical. So thanks.